I hear this question on a regular basis in my law practice. I'm in love with and married to my spouse, who's a foreign citizen, and we would like to live in the US. How can he or she get a green card? Hello everyone, I'm Sujit Ramchand. I'm an immigration attorney and I'm a partner at Ramchand and Raval, where we have helped thousands of clients with their immigration matters. Today, we will discuss the basics of how to get a green card based on marriage to a US citizen. To be eligible for a green card based on marriage to a US citizen, the marriage has to be bona fide. You have to show USCIS sufficient income or assets to establish that the spouse will not become a public charge. And the foreign spouse should be eligible for the green card, which means they should not have serious criminal or security issues that could exclude them from getting the green card. Now, what does each of these mean? First, the marriage has to be bona fide. This is the most important issue in a marriage-based green card case. Since the eligibility for the green card stems from the marriage to a US citizen, USCIS will look for evidence that the marriage is bona fide. Simply having a marriage certificate is not sufficient. USCIS will look for evidence that you live and behave as a married couple, that you live together, you take vacations together, you attend family events together, you hold yourselves out to the world as a married couple, and you're financially tied together. You file taxes together, you have joint bank accounts, joint credit cards, insurance policies, etc. Next is the public charge issue. When you sponsor your foreign spouse for a green card, you are required to establish that he or she will not become a public charge. Simply put, that he or she will not become reliant on public money or benefits. Therefore, you have to prove that either you or your spouse have sufficient income or assets, or you have a joint sponsor for this purpose. Now, how much money do you need? You can see this on USCIS's website, where USCIS publishes the poverty guidelines and what you need to sponsor your foreign spouse. If you have insufficient income, you can also rely on your assets to meet this requirement. And if you feel that you need a joint sponsor, you should start speaking to family or friends to see if they would help you out in this process. The next issue we're going to discuss is whether or not your spouse may have any issues that may prevent them from getting a green card. If your spouse has any serious past criminal or security issues, or past immigration violations, in some cases this may pose a problem. We definitely recommend speaking to an immigration attorney in this case, and since these issues may be complex, make sure that you have all your documentation ready and provide that to the immigration attorney so you can go over the documentation with them and then make a determination whether this would be a problem or not. Next, let's discuss the process. The process consists of two parts. One, the US spouse would file a petition with USCIS requesting sponsorship of the foreign spouse. This is generally done with Form I-130. And two, the foreign spouse would either file for adjustment of status if they were in the US or consular processing if they were abroad. The next question we get is, how long does this process take? The answer to this depends on many factors, including USCIS's processing delays and whether or not your foreign spouses in the US will be applying for adjustment of status or will be doing consular processing abroad. Now, there is an advantage to adjustment of status, which is that the foreign spouse can live and work in the US until their green card is being processed. And if they're doing consular processing, generally they have to live abroad until the consular processing is completed. Now, USCIS does publish their processing times for I-130. You can go on their website and see how long it will take. Generally, you should expect a year plus if the foreign spouse is applying for a green card in the US, and about the same if the foreign spouse is applying for consular processing abroad. I hope this was helpful. And if you like what you heard, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you once again, and we look forward to hearing from you.